Hey guys, welcome back to another PS2 Memories video. Here we are taking a look at Bomberman Kart DX, a unique and quirky racing game that was released for the PlayStation 2 back in 2004 and was published by Hudson Soft. This game is a spin-off of the popular Bomberman franchise that you may be familiar with from growing up in the 90s on consoles like the Super Nintendo and even early as the PlayStation 1 and so forth. But this game, instead of using the gameplay style of the original games, this game utilizes more of a Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing style theme, where it's more of a party based racing game where you're racing in go-karts, very similar to the likes of the Mario Kart series if you're familiar with them on the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 and more recent consoles. And a lot of the gameplay visuals and even the styles, the controls and the aesthetics are very similar to a lot of those unique and quirky racing games. As you will notice, even the types of tracks, even the characters, they're all very cartoony and they do reflect that style of game. Now there are a lot of these type of games that were released on multiple systems over the years, even on the PS1, even the PS2, because Mario Kart was such a popular franchise in itself that a lot of other mainstream franchises decided to throw their go-kart theme into the mix as well to try and compete. Some were good, some probably not as much, but if you sat down with them enough you'd have a lot of fun with them. And this game for the most part is quite a lot of fun. Now this game is actually an upgraded version of the original Bomberman Kart that was released earlier in 2001 with upgraded visuals and overall gameplay mechanics, and there's a few hidden extras that were also added in that weren't in the previous game. But the one thing to note compared to some other games that would have also been released on the system from other franchises, the gameplay is fast paced and it's fun to play, but the handling characteristics, now I found personally myself to be a bit on the sluggish side. The car will be okay when you're going around corners at a certain type of speed, but then when you're going at slower speeds it felt like that you were trying to drive a tank and the controls would just be extremely almost non-responsive to some point. That was the only real issue that I found from playing the game overall, as I did have a lot of fun with it when I was playing it. And there are quite a number of these unique kart racing games on the system, so I am going to try and explore as many of them as I possibly can, as they're all unique and quirky in their own way. They've all got their own pros and cons, mind you. They've all got really good things about them and some things about them that probably aren't as good, but we'll discover that as we go through more in detail in each of the videos of games in the future. And even with this game, it does have a lot of similar characteristics where you do have access to loads of different tracks and a certain number of characters to choose from, all unique to the Bomberman franchise itself. And you do have access to your typical style of championships, races, time trials, even multiplayer elements as well, where you can race in the campaigns or in Grand Prix modes with other players if you have extra controllers, or even if you want to just play like in battle modes, very similar to the likes of the original Mario Kart games. So there's definitely enough unique playable elements here in this game to keep you coming back for more for quite some time. But just the fiddly controls and the sluggish controls for the most part is, for me, was what kind of let it down compared to a lot of other racers in the system. But apart from that, it is a real fun racer to play, and it definitely is warranted in playthrough if it's something that you would be into. As even with each of all these type of kart racers that were released not only just on the PlayStation 2 but even the PS1 and even other consoles, even though they're very similar and they use a similar formula and they replicate it fairly well, they all still manage to be unique to themselves and to add in their own sense of humour and characteristics that you wouldn't see in other games. So it is worthwhile playing for that alone, especially if you're a fan of these type of franchises. So I would definitely have a look, and I'd love to know your thoughts of this game if you have played it yourself, and if so, what are your experiences with it? Did you enjoy it, playing with your mates, or even playing the single player campaigns, or maybe not so much? Be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more unique videos like this where I do share other reviews and gameplay videos of similar style of games that were also released on the PS2, then make sure to leave a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated when future videos are released. And to see videos of more kart racing games that were released on the PlayStation 2, be sure to check the video out on screen to find out more. So be sure to check those videos out, and again, I will see you all over in the next one.